are you, sweet co-op friends? I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families. I know I did. I enjoyed some delicious food. That was a very, 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 very delicious meal, I have to tell you. I had my famous cream corn and stuffing and mashed potatoes and a carrot casserole and green beans. And what else was there? Pumpkin pie. Oh, and turkey, of course. Pumpkin pie, and we even had we had cranberry sauce. And we also had a cranberry, it was a cranberry, what was it called? A cranberry curd pie. It was quite delicious, I have to tell you. And I hope that you all enjoyed your meals as well. Today I'm doing this from my phone, so I apologize. I did that from my phone last time as well, and it has some limitations. I don't have as many options for moving it to face down, so I'm using this ramp. So hopefully you'll be able to see the project. Okay, all right. The first one we're going to do today, you will find in the bag that is kind of like this. It's on the back side of the paper plate, and it should have your name on it. Mine has my name on it, Chantal. And this one you could do whatever you want. You can color it however you want. It's just a name activity, a way for you to practice your name, but also decorate your name. You could decorate your name, or you can decorate all around it and then hang it up. Maybe you can hang it up on your bedroom door so that everyone will know that that's your room, or whatever you would like. But if you can, show it to us on Friday, okay? I am going to be using oil pastels. Oil pastels are kind of like crayons, and I love to use oil pastels. They're very bright and colorful. And I'm just going to start coloring it. I'm just going to color it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to make yet, but I'm just going to make it colorful. That's what I want to show you, a way to do that. Now, sometimes when you're using oil pastels or crayons even, there's paper on the outside of it. If you have any that don't have paper, it's a good thing to use sideways. See, this one's a broken piece. So I have it sideways, and I could really cover a lot of territory that way. See, I'm making it nice and thick. If I only use the tip of it, it'll be more like I'll only be able to make a thin line, sort of like this. Can you see what I'm talking about? All right. Now, but one of the things I want to do is kind of blend yellow and red. I bet some of you know what's going to happen if I do that. But don't tell anyone yet. Some of you might not know. So I am going to just start coloring it red right below the yellow. But then I'm not only going to do it below the yellow, I'm also going to do it on the yellow. Now, of course, I'm doing this upside down, sort of, so you could see it. It's kind of sideways right now. But I'm doing that just because it's a little bit easier for me to, well, it's easier for me to do it when I'm looking at it, not upside down, but I'm doing this for you all. Okay, now, remember where I made that really thin yellow line? Can you tell what's happening just on that one spot? At the bottom part, right down here, it's sort of turning a new color, right? It's turning orange. But right in between that thin yellow and the big thick yellow is just red. But watch what happens when I go on top of the yellow. I'm going to go on top of the yellow right above the red. And you're going to notice it's going to start to look a little bit orange. So right now I'm just doing it like that. And I'm going to add more yellow on top of that because I really want it to look more orange than it is looking. So where's that yellow? My yellow's here. I'm going to make it look really orange by adding yellow on top of it. So yellow's on top of it and below it. Okay, so it's starting to get orange. And then with these, I could also blend it a little bit. Now the funny thing is that, oops, see, and if you kind of go like, sort of like that, even, like through it, you could spread it a little bit. See, I'm starting to make it really go into the yellow, and it almost looks like flames in it. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. You can't probably tell from this angle, but hopefully you will be able to see soon. I think this is going to turn into either a sunshine or a rainbow. What do you think? Should it be a rainbow? I'm a little bit out of order, but that's okay. Well, we got red, orange, yellow, green. Now, of course, I could do it green by itself, but I could also do green a different way. I could do green by adding two colors, a little blue and a little yellow, but just to make it a real special green in between, I'm just adding actual green, and then I'm going to do some blending. You will see. Because I want the green to be, I want the green to be really green, but I also want, sometimes when you're mixing it, it doesn't turn super bright green. So we'll see how different the green is that I used separately from the one that I make. So I'm adding blue right now above the green, but then I'm gonna make that green by mixing yellow on top of it too. And then I'll add more blue above that. I hope that I'm not going too fast for you, or too slow. Maybe I'm going too slow for some of you. Okay, so here's the blue. And hopefully you're just doing something like this. I mean, not something like this, but your own project. You could either be using, like I said earlier, you could be using watercolors or markers or colored pencils or crayons or anything you want, okay? All right, so here's that. So far, I'm almost going into my name. Now, if I go into my name, I have to be very careful because I want it to be a light enough color that I could still see my name. Because mine is green. Yours is black, so you might be able to see it right through the color. But now, let's see if this putting yellow on top makes it the same color green as I have below it, or if it's going to be a little bit different. Let's find out. Ooh, that's a big area of green. I think I have too thick of an area of green. What do you think? Oh, how interesting. It's really turning into a very similar green to the one that I had done separately. All right, so now what am I going to do for blue and purple if my name is right in the way? I don't even know yet. That's the fun thing about being creative. You could do it, you could decide as you're doing it. You don't have to plan it out ahead of time. Sometimes you do. Sometimes it's good to plan things. But sometimes you could just do it spontaneously, however it turns out. Maybe I'll do it really out of order. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do purple and then blue below the red. What do you think about that? You think that could work? I'm going to add some more blue right above it because I want that green and blue to blend into the blue more. So here we go. You know what? I get so much enjoyment knowing that you're going to be crafting too. Sometimes when we do these projects, it's called crafting. Okay, so I'm going like that. I'm going right through my name. I'm just going for it. I think it's going to be fine to go through it. That's what I'm going to do. I think purple will work above it. What do you think? Do you think that you'll still be able to see my name? And if I can't see it very well after I put color on, I could just go over it with another. I think it's pretty visible still, right? All right, so now I think that since I know now that I'm going through my name, instead of having to worry about not going through it, I'm just gonna add more blue. Because half of that blue is gonna be turning into another color. That next one's going to be adding another color. What color do you think that I need to have after blue? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So if I need purple next, and I have blue right here, I wonder if you know already what color I need to add to make it purple. Let's experiment. I'm going to try red again. Because after all, did you know with just 3 colors, these 3 colors, red, yellow, and blue, those 3 colors, those are called primary colors. Those 3 colors can make the other 3 colors of the rainbow. They could, well, or the other 4 colors of the rainbow. It depends on if you like to say indigo and violet. So here we go. Now I'm adding red, and it's not looking super purple yet, but it will soon enough. Sorry about that cough right there. Sort of came out of nowhere. Okay, so now you see, as soon as it touches the white part of the paper, it starts turning red again, right? But I really want it to be purple, this whole thing, because I'm not ready for red yet. But that must mean I'm going to need to add more blue on top of the red. All right, it's really coming along now, Chantal. I think that I'm covering up my name a lot, though. I'm probably going to have to add black on my name. So that's what I'm going to do, I'm pretty sure. Well, I definitely want that to be more purple, so I am going to add blue on top of it for sure. Otherwise, it's too red, right? And I'm not ready to do a pattern. I'm not repeating myself yet. So here, I'm going to add some more blue. Here we go. That sure is turning out nice. It's turning into a really pretty purple. So, as you already have learned, probably another time, or maybe you're learning it for the first time today, those 3 colors, like I told you, red, yellow, and blue, those 3 colors make those other 3 colors of the rainbow. So we started off with red. No, we started off with yellow and red, and the yellow and red turned into orange. And then we had yellow and blue turn into green. And then after that, the blue and the red turned into purple. All right. So there is my rainbow so far. Da-da-da. Now, you see how you can barely see my name? No problem. No problem at all, because I could just use a darker color. In fact, I think I'm going to even add some of this darker blue, because that could be sort of the indigo part above the other blue. But now it's really covering up my name, but that's all right, right? We're not going to let that stop us. Well, I'm not going to let it stop me anyways. All right, now I kind of want to blend it a little bit, so I'm going to add some more of that light blue on top of it. I've got rainbows in my chart. I've got rainbows in my friends. I've got rainbows that have golden treasures at the end. I have rainbows in my carrots. I need rainbows close to me. Rainbows include every color that the human eye can see. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Rainbows include every color that the human eye can see. All right, I'm adding a little bit more red. And so the fun thing about these kind of oil pastels is you could do that. You could blend colors. Blending colors is fun. I like to do that. And yeah, it's pretty good. Not too bad. Could be better, but I like it. And that's all that matters. As long as you like your project, that's all that matters. But guess what? I'm going to show you something cool. Let me see. I have to just grab it, but I just thought of something that I needed that I think will work. I'm getting a popsicle stick, believe it or not. Maybe I will remember to send one home with you. Sorry about that. I don't know if you were able to hear me, but at the last minute I thought, ooh, I can get a popsicle stick and I could scrape off where my name is and maybe it will work. So I'm going to try it. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to do it right where the color is, where I covered it. Aha, it's working. See the C's kind of showing. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do the H. Up, and there's my green back. Now I can see the green again. Now it doesn't take all the color off. It just takes some of it off, but it kind of makes it so it's easier to see it at least. If I take too much off, I'll see white, possibly next to where the actual letters were, and I don't really want to do that. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if I do. It's kind of happening. See what I'm talking about? The little white streaks. It's actually kind of cool. All right, and then I'm going to do the N. Now I'm not sending home crepe. I'm not sending home these oil pastels. So if you don't have any at home, let me know, and I'll see if I could send home some next time. I got mine at Ross. They just happened to have some at Ross the other day. But crayons would work for this as well. They really would. And I know I sent some of those home with you before. Well, it kind of worked. Sort of. Kind of see my name. But that is pretty much what I wanted to show you about this project. I'm looking for a big black marker now. Sorry, I should have had that on me. Silly Chantal. Okay, this will work. All right, because the scraping off of it didn't work that great, but. So I'm going to try and do it this. I'm just going to make my name also. H-C-H-A-N. That's not showing up as good as I wanted it to, but that's all right. I might have to use black paint for that to really make it show up. All right, let that be a lesson to you. If you do go over your name, and you're having a hard time seeing it, maybe consider using something lighter, like watercolor. After all that, huh? All right, so there's my creative and colorful name. Now, I'm probably going to add more stuff to it after, but I have 2 more videos to make for you, so I want to get on it. I think I'll make clouds and stuff soon. Actually, heck, what the heck? I'll just make some clouds real quick. See, I'm just kind of making some big bubbly boop, boop, boop. See those clouds? And then I'll color them in a little bit. Sort of maybe some shadows. And that was the bonus activity. Okay, but it's like probably the least messy. Well, not necessarily. If you're using paint or watercolor, it's not going to be less messy than this. But than the other two projects. The other projects are not, well, one of them's messier. One of them's not so messy. But you'll be hearing about those momentarily. Okay, so now, just to give you an idea, I think I talked too much on this video. Sorry about that. Okay, I just get so silly sometimes when I'm doing these videos with you. Okay, so there's my silly picture. Maybe one more cloud right here. That one's gonna look like, I don't know what it's gonna look like. Spilt milk. Da-da-da, Chantal. I'm gonna hang that on my bedroom door. All right, bye friends.